Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, press into the hands, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under seat, back to heels, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. Let's just do that again. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Soften the knees, walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Keep the hands about 6 to 8 inches in front of the feet. Blocks are terrific if your hamstrings are tight and it's cold, but you want to press down into the hands as much as you're pressing into the feet. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Soften the knees. Step the feet out as wide as the mat. Come to a squat. Bring the hands together. Press out with the forearm. Squeezing in with the knees. A little yogi squat. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Then place the hands on the floor. Come sit down. Extend the legs out in front of you. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Place the right foot on the outside of the left knee. Dorsiflex. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, twist over to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And then he'll come back. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, come back. And exhale, extend. Inhale, bend the left knee, left foot on outside of right. Dorsiflex right. Lift right arm up and twist over to the left this time. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Let's put you right here so you're not in the door. Exhale 3. There's nothing worse if somebody opens that door and hits you with it. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And Happy New Year to you since you're late. You missed my New Year's greeting. And then I'll come back to center. And exhale, counter twist. Didn't we do that? Yeah. And then he'll come back to center. And exhale, extend. And then bend both knees. Place the heels where the knees were. Feet about hips width distance apart. Hands behind you 6 to 8 inches. On the inhale, lift the hips into tabletop. Exhale, let the head go back. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale, come down. And we're going to chant a few minutes. So we're going to chant from page 35. And we're going to also chant from page 13. We're going to chant 2 mantras. So the first one is what's sometimes called the Guru mantra from the Guru Strodam. A guru guru is an interesting word. Gu means ignorance, like goo or goop, right? Ignorance is kind of like goop that sticks on you. And ru means to remove it or to clear it away. Sometimes gurus translated it into teacher. That's not really a good translation, because in Sanskrit there's about 8 different words for the teachers, and guru would not be included in that list, because a guru is somebody who is a spiritual guide who has experienced self-realization and can help you achieve self-realization. They're not just an English teacher or an asana teacher like I am. I'm just an asana teacher. I'm a movement coach, right? Guru's very special. So 3 ohms. Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Param Brahma, Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha. Your turn. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha. Together. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha. One more time. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha. That last part twice. Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha. Now, turn over to page 13. Sahana Bunaktu Sahavidyam Karavaham. Okay. We're going to chant number 14. This is from the Upanishads, and this is a prayer that one would say before you started a learning process. So we'll do it as a call and response too. Om Sahana Bhavantu, Om Sahana Bhavantu, Sahana Bunaktu, Sahana Bunaktu, Sahavidyam Karavavahai, Sahavidyam Karavavahai, Tejasvina Vadidamastu, Tejasvina Vadidamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, ma vidvishavahai. Om Sahana Bhavantu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahavidyam Karavavahai, Tejasvina Vadidamastu, ma vidvishavahai. Try it. Om Sahana Bhavantu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahavidyam Karavavahai, Tejasvina Vadidamastu, ma vidvishavahai. One more time. Om Sahana Bhavantu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahavidyam Karavavahai, Tejasvina Vadidamastu, ma vidvishavahai. Now, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So like I said, the first mantra we chanted, the Guru mantra, the beginning of a cycle is a teacher, Guru Brahma. Guru Vishnu, the middle of a cycle, is a teacher. Guru Deva Maheshwaraha, the ending of the cycle, is a teacher. There's a teacher nearby. There's a teacher far away. The teacher is there if I open up my eyes and see it and feel that it's there. Guru could come in many different forms. A guru could come in a human form. A guru could come in a metaphoric form. A guru could also come from somebody's past teachings, like somebody who's lived a life a long time ago, a physical life, but has left their teachings and they're continuing. We tend to use this word very loosely in our modern vernacular in yoga, mainly because we think that everybody's a guru, right? Everybody's like your driving teacher's a guru, your math teacher's a guru, your English teacher's a guru, your dance teacher's a guru. That's not true. Like I said, the guru is very specific because the guru leads you to self-realization or enlightenment. And that's all they can do. In fact, I would say that a real guru, like I went to see our friend Sadhguru. I like Sadhguru. I'm not dogging Sadhguru, but Sadhguru gets involved with stuff that a real guru wouldn't get involved with. He's telling people how to dye their hair sometimes, and he's talking about politics, and he's talking about, like your marital relationships. Real gurus wouldn't get involved in that. A real hardcore spiritual guru would not even mess with any of that stuff because it's too earthly. And they're beyond it. They're not attached to those things. They know you got to work through them, but they really would just kind of not have a lot of advice for that because they're focused on one thing because they are still involved in their sadhana. And their sadhana has taken them to a place that they're beyond those worldly attachments. So that person that we would call a guru becomes a very high teacher, right? And the other thing that you can tell the difference between a guru and just a regular old teacher. Like I just consider myself a regular old teacher because I still have all these attachments and these likes and dislikes. I mean, I haven't figured out how to totally just eliminate those things from my personality. Is when we chant this prayer, may we all be protected, may we all be nourished, may we all learn together, may our intellect and our knowledge increase. May there be no animosity among us. That last line, may there be no animosity among us. And when I was introduced to this prayer, it was the teacher that was in the position of the teacher was expressed it as you, the student, should not have animosity. If somebody can do an asana better than somebody else on the mat, don't be jealous. The problem is the teacher, like I said, they're still human. And sometimes the teacher is the one creating that animosity because they have favorites. And their eyes light up when that one student can do a headstand for longer than somebody else. And they express it. They try not to, but they express it. So the prayer is not just for the student. The prayer is also to protect the person who's in the seat of the teacher, for not show that kind of favoritism. And when you get involved with somebody called a guru, if you get involved, and I'm not telling you never to get involved. If you want to get involved, get involved. But if you get involved with a beehive, and all of a sudden the organization that you've gotten involved is all about how close can I get to the queen bee, and how much does the queen bee like me more than they like all the other worker bees, it's not a guru. Because the guru is unattached to any of that. Because a student with a real guru can come and go. With a real guru, they have no attachments financially, they have no attachments emotionally, they have no attachments whatsoever. And that's what we keep trying to talk about when we talk about non-attachment with Patanjali and all these other teachers. It's very hard for us to not be attached. But that's why we should say this prayer every time. May we all be protected. May we all be nourished. May we all learn together. May our intellect and our knowledge increase and grow. And may we not have any animosity amongst ourselves. Because that's the satsang. Fold up the chant books. Place them to the side. I'll come pick them up. Come stand at the top of the mat, into Dasana, mountain seat, big toes and heels touch, tailbone moves toward pubic bone, gazes at the horizon. Just take a moment, bring the hands together in undulating mudra, set a higher intention for the sadhana today. That ability to be so open that actually you're slightly detached from the results of the sadhana. And then exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. With straight legs, inhale, hook the thumbs in front of you, raise the arms up alongside the ears, arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, step right foot back. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, left foot meets right fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot meets left fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana. Let's do that one again. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, right foot back, low lunge. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot next to right, fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meets left fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. Let's do that again, but I'm going to add on to it. On the inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, fold forward, arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, right foot back. Exhale, drop to the right knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra, stay in cobra. Inhale, lift the hands off the floor. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, tuck toes under, push seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, drop to the left knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step left foot next to right and fold over legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back. Exhale, drop into the left knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra, stay in cobra. Inhale, lift the hands off the floor. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, tuck toes under, push seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, drop to right knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step right foot next to the left and fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, put the hands on the earth, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Stay in warrior 1. Exhale, 1, heel down. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale, soften. Exhale, 3. Inhale, push. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up, Virabhadrasana 1, stay on the left side. Inhale. Exhale, 1, here again, soften. Inhale, external rotation. Exhale, 2, good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, reach to the right, right hand down, left arm lifts up, triangle trikonasana. Inhale, I'm going to bring you back just a little. Exhale, 1, and push up a little. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift all the way up to stand. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2, stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reach. Place the left hand down, right arm lifts up, triangle. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend the left knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Then exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, extend the right leg, 1 breath. Exhale, rebend the right knee, right hand down, outside right foot. I like a block for that. And inhale, left arm toward the windows, extended angle. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the left hand down. Exhale, extend the right leg, move the left foot forward. You can keep the left foot turned out a little bit if you want to today. Inhale, lift the head and chest, pull the hip back. And then exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift head and chest. Exhale, bend the right knee. As you bend the right knee, put a little weight in the right foot in the hands. On the inhale, lift the left foot off the floor, straightening the right leg, coming into a standing split. Then exhale, fold forward over the standing right leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Use blocks and you can straighten the right leg. Inhale, watch. Exhale, 3 there. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And inhale, lift the head and chest. Look up at the windows. Exhale, bend the right knee, the standing knee. Inhale, step the left foot back into a low lunge. Exhale, step the right foot back, downward dog. Just that simple. On the inhale, step left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, extending 1 breath. Exhale, rebending, put the left hand down, outside left foot. Inhale, right arm reaching toward the windows, extended angle. A, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the right hand down. Exhale, extend the left leg, move the right foot forward, just till the heel's down. You can still be a little turned out. Inhale, lift the head and chest, pull left hip back. And then exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the left knee. Put a little weight into the left foot and the hands. On the inhale, lift the right foot off the floor, straightening the left leg. Exhale, fold over the left leg, standing split. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, step right foot back into a low lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Good. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale onto the right hand, the outside of the right foot. Lift the left arm up, side plank, Vashisthasana. Inhale. Now, Vashishtha was a real guru. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale onto the left hand, outside of the left foot, right arm lifts. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Now, come down, but put the forearms on the ground. And as you put the forearms on the ground, bring your elbows underneath the shoulders. Now, for this, you can bring your feet as wide as your mat. So for Sphinx, a little wider, okay? Now, what I want you to do is as you press into the floor, push down into your pubic bone and lift the chest a little higher. And just stay here. You'll feel a little crunch in the lower back. You'll feel the contraction in the lower back. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now tuck the toes under. Press into the forearms and lift the hips and the pubic bone off the floor, coming in a forearm plank. Engage the core to do that. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Look slightly forward. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now keep your forearms on the ground. Lift the hips and walk the feet toward the elbows. Now, as you do that, push the floor away from you and look past your fingernails. Coming into a dolphin. This is just a dolphin. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, put the knees on the floor and rest in a child's seat. And breathe. All right. So, I'm going to give you an option. You can stay where you are in the middle of the room on your mat, or you can go to the wall. I don't mind. There's space up in the front of the room. There's some space back here. If you're by the wall, you can just turn over to the side. We'll come back to the center of the room. We won't stay at the wall. But we're all going to do a little Pinchamayurasana, forearm stand. So if you want to go to the wall, I don't mind. Okay, that's why I said I'm going to give everybody an option, because the wall is a good guru. The wall is unattached. The wall doesn't care if you do it or not. But, so it doesn't mean anything to go to the wall, okay? You want to go to the wall. So from here, place the forearms on the ground. You can use props that you can use. You can put a block between the hands if you're at the wall. I don't really like that in the middle of the room, but you can do it at the wall. You can put a belt around the upper arm bone so the elbows don't fly out to the side. But you're going to put the forearms down. You're going to tuck the toes under. Oh, you can't use the mirror. That's why I have that little thing that says, do not use mirror for inversions. So you can go to the wall, but not the glass wall, okay? Because you will break that mirror, and you'll have 7 years of bad luck. Then tuck the toes under, lift the knees, and walk the feet forward, coming into your dolphin. Now from here, pick your favorite leg, lift it up into the air, bend the standing knee, and on your inhale, kick up into the wall and balance, or kick up into the middle of the room and balance, okay? And try to stay here in the inversion for 10 breaths, okay? I'm going to let you count those breaths. Come on up, Beth. Beth. Good. Sally, I'm here, okay? Okay, so wait. Do this. Put your foot in my chest. Okay, put your foot in my chest. Now lift the other leg up. But you got to keep that straight. You got to push that into me. Now lift the other leg up and lift. Now come up with this leg. Come up. There you go. There's the wall. There you go. Good for you. There you go. Good. Yeah, there you go. I don't want to push you. I'll help move you into the wall. Good. All right. Who needs a little help? Okay. Now look up at the brick. Don't look at behind you. Lift your favorite leg up. Keep that straight. Don't bend it. Bend this knee. And 1, 2, 3, kick up. Lift. Good. And find the wall. There you go. Good for you. You got it, Michelle? They can be or they may not be, depending on the tightness of your shoulders. Huh? It all depends on the tightness of the shoulders. The elbows could go out to the side, and the hands could come together. Lift. Good. Squeeze legs. Yeah, absolutely. No, heads off the floor. Heads off the floor. Now, don't bend this knee. Bend this knee. 1, 2, 3. Good. Stay. Excellent. Good, Phoebe. How are we doing over here, my niece? Okay. All right. So rest just a few seconds in. Go on, you can do it. I'm here. In a child seat for about 10 breaths. Just stay there for about 10 breaths, 5, 10 breaths. Good. And then, because that was just a kind of a short practice, let's do about 2 minutes of headstand. So here again, if you want to come back to the middle of the room, you want to stay at the wall, I don't care. It's up to you. I'm not attached to which one you do. So headstand, interlace the fingers together. I'm not crazy about that. Only because it's going to put you in a back bend. And you can't. You can do that. I don't care.
Oh, no, I mean, if I do that, I won't push my legs on the wall.
Don't rest your behind on the wall.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I don't.
But you can put your feet on the wall.
With that or without?
With it, without it.
Without.
Yeah. Now do this, bend your knee, put the foot flat on the wall. Now lift this leg in the air, the opposite leg in the air, and move your hips. That's what you do. Because that foot, now you have ankle, knee, hip, shoulder alignment. But you can't find that with that block. Because the block's misinforming you of where you are. Good. And now just come down and rest in child's seat. And breathe. I don't mind where you stay. If you want to stay at the wall, you can stay at the wall. If you want to turn to face the center of the room and stay at the wall, you can stay at the wall and be in the center, toward the center of the room. If you want to go back to your original spot, you can go back to your original spot. I don't care. Reach the arms forward, tuck the toes under, come back to a downward facing dog. And I'll give everybody a few seconds to kind of figure out whatever you're going to do. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. And inhale, slide forward, cobra. That's why I said you may want to turn to face the inside of the room. And exhale, come down onto the abdomen. All right? Dhanurasana, seat of the bow. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. As you grab the ankle, shift the weight from the pubic bone to the navel. So you're shifting the weight like in cobra and sphinx, all in your pubic bone. On your inhale, lift up. And as you lift, try to bring the knees as high as the shoulders. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, release the feet, relax. Second Dhanurasana, bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. On the inhale, kick the feet in the hands and lift up. Exhale, 1, good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. Bring the hands next to the chest, elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond your hands. On your inhale, lightly bring your knees to rest behind your wrist crease and lift your shoulders up. You can put a blanket underneath your knees. If you need a blanket because you moved, I'll come bring you a blanket. Would you like a blanket? Okay. So in a kneeling position, with your shoulders over the hips, tuck the toes under. So the heels are up toward the ceiling, okay? And then make sure that the knees are hips width distance apart, 2 fists. And then bring the hands onto the waist, elbows kind of pointing behind you. So your scapula is squeezing together. Bring the chin in the chest. Imagine that you're lifting the pubic bone up to your throat. So lift up through the front of the body, but not just push the hips forward. And then start to lean back. And as you lean back, put your hands on your heels. If your hands don't reach the heels, keep your hands on your hips. As you put the hands on the heels, then start to open up the chest a little more and let the head go back, looking behind you. Now, we call this rabbit in my tradition, okay? Exhale, 1, but if you're a Bikram practitioner, rabbit's something totally different. Exhale, 1, inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Good for you. And bring the knees together and come sit on the heels in Bhadrasana. Just close the eyes and just recapture the breath. Now you can do rabbit again, or if you want to come into an Ustrasana, that's where the tops of the feet are on the floor, and you're going to put the hands on the soles of the feet. Lift the hips up, bring the knees a little bit apart, about 2 fists. Tuck the toes under or come onto the tops of the feet. Bring the hands onto the waist. Bring the thumbs a little closer together. Bring the chin and the chest. Start to lift up, lifting up through the abdomen. Start to arch back. Place the hands on the soles of the feet or hands on heels. If your hands don't reach, keep your hands on your back. Let the head go back last. Breathe. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up, leading with the shoulders. Good for you. And then come sit on the heels in Bhadrasana. And just breathe. And then place the hands on the floor in front of you. Go back to a downward dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, bring the left knee to the outside of the right foot. Sit down. A really good deep Ardha Matsyendrasana. On the inhale, lift the left arm up. And then exhale, twist over to the right. Look over the right shoulder. When the back bends get this intense, I always like to do a little more twisting. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come back, center. And exhale, counter twist. Inhale, come center. Exhale, go back downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Exhale, bring the right knee outside the left foot. Sit down. On the inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And I'll come back to center. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale through bent elbows all the way onto the abdomen. Then roll over onto the back. Bend the knees, touch the heels with the fingertips. Feet are going to be about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. On the inhale, lift the hips, the lower, the middle back. Clasp the hands together in a fist underneath you. A little half bridge. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now we're going to move into something from this, okay? So release the hands, grab your yoga mat, the edges. Yep. Hold on to your yoga mat because that's going to help you balance. Walk your feet together, okay? Till your toes touch, your feet touch. Now start to walk your feet back toward your glutes until you're on the ball of your foot and your heel is on your glutes. So you're putting your glutes and your heels together. They're marrying, right? So yeah, now put the hands next to the head and lift the head up and come onto the top of the head. Now move your knees onto the floor. No, you're going to go all the way. You're going to balance right there. Then you're going to reach your arms back and press your palms together. Tiptoe fish. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. So bring your knees all the way to the ground. You got to walk your hands a little, knees a little forward, and then extend your arms up, but you could still balance on top of your head. Exhale, 5. Good. Then put the hands next to the ears, bring the chin into the chest, and come back onto the shoulders again. And walk the hands back. Oh, isn't that cool? Yeah. All right. Upward bow, Urdhva. Place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin to the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Second time, place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, lift up, Urdhva. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin to the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come back up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin and chest. Come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Good for you. Bring the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. You make little circles on the sacrum. Bring the knees over to the left. Extend the right arm out. Look over the right shoulder. A little reclining twist. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And inhale, come back to center. And switch over to the other side. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. Then inhale, come center. Bring the knees into the chest. And then bring the forehead toward the knees. Give a little rock. Give a little roll. Give a little rock. Give a little roll. Come sit up to a seated position. And like I said, I don't mind which way you face. Extend the legs out in front of you. Dorsiflex the feet. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward. Hold on to the feet. Paschimottanasana. So in my time, about 20 years practicing yoga, I would say that I have actually been in the presence of what I would consider a real guru, a true guru, a sadguru. Maybe twice. And one of the people that I consider a real guru is Amma, who is the hugging saint from Kerala. If you've ever been in her presence, all she does is hug people. She doesn't really talk to you. For years, when I first started practicing yoga, I was able to go to, the first year I was able to go to one of her events in New York, and her messaging was always the same. Her messaging was simple. It was unconditional love. You should have unconditional love for all beings. And every year I would go to her event at the Javik Center. The opening statement was always the same. It never changed. She didn't come to New York after the pandemic for a number of years. And last year she came for the first time. And then opening statement had changed, but it was unconditional love, and that we had to stop the wars that were going on. There was this element of that we needed to stop harming each other through war. And that's, I think, why I said, like, a real guru doesn't talk about, marital situations or whether you should dye your hair when you're gray or not, or politics. They usually have these very simple but complicated, within their simplicity, teachings of unconditional love and love everyone. Lift the head and chest, and exhale, hands by the hips. A little Janu Shirshasana, bend the right knee into the chest, open up the right knee, right foot on inside of left thigh, and twist the torso over the left leg, and exhale, fold over the left leg. I never met Nikaroli Baba, but I know many of the people that he taught and have been around, Bhagavan Das and Krishna Das, Jai Utal. I never was personally around Ram Das. But, Nikaroli Baba also, he didn't have these complicated teachings. His teaching was very simple. It was love everyone. And he just kind of kept repeating that over and over and over again. And I think that when a being becomes so self-realized, the message becomes really simple, and they cut through all of the garbage and humdrum silliness of kind of like the lower energies of the chakras, the ego energies. On the inhale, lift the head and chest, lift the right knee up, extend the right leg out. And bend the left knee, open up the left knee, left foot on inside of right. And then twist the torso over the leg and fold forward. And today, there's a lot of people who call themselves gurus or being called gurus, that what they are is self-help promoters. Because so much of their teaching centers around this kind of lower energies of everyday pedestrian life that, yes, you got to deal with, but, when somebody kind of gets to that point, it's hard for them to come down into that area and then deal with, like, oh, your kid is talking back to you now that they've become a teenager, right? That's self-help. On the inhale, lift the head and chest, lift the left knee up. Next exhale, extend the leg. I'm always shocked when somebody calls Tony Robbins a guru. Bend the knees. It's like, really? Place the hands behind you, a little tabletop. On the inhale, lift the hips up into tabletop. And a little breath of fire here. So equal inhales and exhales through the nose, like a puppy dog sniffing. And then slow it down, bring the chin to the chest and come all the way down. Open up the knees, feet together, bring the heels a little closer to the pubic bone, a little Baddha Konasana. And then exhale, fold forward, cobbler. Right. And so that idea that these profound spiritual teachers, that's what they teach. Like, how can I tap into the unconditional love of God? Because when you can do that, all those other problems melt away. But that's a big challenge, right? If I can tap into the unconditional love of God, then all of my earthly problems of like marriage, finances, they start to kind of go away a little bit. I mean, they're still there, but there's a shift of consciousness that's happened. And then on the inhale, lift the head and chest up. From here, you have a choice. You can go to the wall, bring legs up the wall in Viparina Karani, or you can come into shoulder stance, Salamba Sarvangasana. Up to you. And if you are not doing any more inversions, you can also come and lay down in Supta Baddha Konasana. How are you doing? I'm good. I think you should move closer. Yeah, come into Viparina Karani for this. Like, come with your legs completely up the wall and you're behind on the wall. Yeah, a little more. Come, don't just keep sliding to the wall. Okay. Now, put your feet flat on the wall before you lift your hips. Just bend your knees and put your feet flat. Okay? Bend your knees, put your foot flat. Now put your hands by your hips and press. Don't bend your elbows. That's where press. Now lift your hips. No. Use your glutes and lift your hips. Now move your hips toward your face by pushing here with your feet. Now clasp your hands together in a fist. Do that external rotation of the shoulder and get your elbows closer. Now put your hands on your back. Now lift one leg up at a time. And you're going to have to put a little more weight forward into your shoulder as you lift up there. Yeah, there, see. You're a little bit of a ramp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift you up and I'm going to move your hip. No. Keep your hands on your back. Keep your hands on your back. Don't move your hands. I'm just going to move you. Think of coming out of your anterior pelvic tilt. Because right now you're in an anterior pelvic tilt. You want to come into a post-anterior pelvic tilt. And you can do that by putting your feet here. Don't be scared. Put your feet back down, but then move your hips that way. So if you think about it standing up, you're like this, and you're going to have to shift to here. And you can do it with the wall. You can learn to move your hips with the wall. That's why I said the wall is a good guru. about another 2 minutes. So if you came down, you can come back up. You want to develop, inversion. When you do work on inversions, I say give yourself, for a full inversion sadhana, a good 5 minutes, because it takes that long to move the subtle energy or the prana. If you do it quick, you'll come up. I'm not saying you didn't come up, but you're not really moving the subtle energy upward. It's a lot slower than you think. It's kind of like molasses. It's not like water. Let the toes come overhead. Let the toes touch the floor behind the head. Clasp the hands together in a fist. Extend the arms away. Halasana, seat of the plow. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bend the knees, bring the knees alongside the ears, and hold on to the back of the knee joint. Karnapidasana, ear pressure. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then place the hands on the floor away from the shoulders. Start to roll down one vertebrae at a time until the hips touch the floor. Then once the hips touch the floor, extend the legs out from underneath you. If you got a little padding underneath the shoulders, remove the padding off to the side, lay down on the back. Turn the palms to face upward, press into the elbows, puff up the chest. Come onto the top of the head. Matsyasana, fish, seat of the fish. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Press into the elbows. Come all the way down. And here, if you wish, you can roll up a blanket. You could put it underneath the knees. If you'd like to put a blanket on top of you because you're cool, you could do that. If you wanted me to bring you a blanket, just raise your hand. I'll bring you over a blanket. And then once you've laid down, allow the breath to breathe the body. You don't have to breathe in any special way anymore. Let the body become heavy by letting go of Mula Bandha, the contraction at the pelvic floor. And close the eyes and just allow the earth to completely hold the weight of the body. Shavasana, seat of the corpse. Gently start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, allow the breath to reanimate the body, making small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead. Stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. And stretch the right side more than the left. And then stretch the left side more than the right. And stretch both sides. And then bend both knees into the chest. Give the knees a hug. And then gently roll over to the right. And just stay there a second. And pressing the left palm into the floor, lift the torso up and come up to a seated position for dhyana sadhana, or your meditation time. So once you pick a seat, commit to the seat, be still. Close the eyes and become aware of the breath again. You don't have to go back to Ujjayi pranayama. If you'd like to, you can, but you don't have to. But just watch the inhales enter the body and watch the exhales leave the body. And as you become aware of that, silently to yourself internally, as you inhale, silently chant Om and allow the mantra of Om to last the full duration of the inhale. And then as you exhale, silently chant Om, allowing the mantra of Om to last the full duration of exhales. If the mind begins to wander or chatter or create a narrative, focus on the breath, focus on the mantra, and just to exist within that mantra for the next 5 minutes. Inhaling deeply, exhaling everything out. Inhale for the sound of Om externally. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra and bowing the head slightly to meet the hands, giving thanks and praise for the teachers and teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much. It's so lovely to see everybody here in this new year. So let's keep this up. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm teaching meditation if you want to come to meditation. Stephanie's teaching Express. Amy's teaching Open. Be loved, be vegan. I'll see you next time. If you can't be vegan, be vegetarian at least. Oh, if you rented a mat from us, I should say just leave it on the floor. If you rented a mat from us, we'll clean it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Beth. It's good. Thank you, Manice. Good seeing you. Just leave it there. We'll clean. Don't worry about it.
Tadasana is a front facing forward or in?
We teach in.